What is going on, guys? Monday Night Football. I'm gonna save it for when Mickey pops in, but I've got my Hank Williams ready to go. And Josh Allen in the Discord just here. Fat Guy's joining us. I'll just wait till he jumps in. What's going on, Fat Guy? So we got 1 unit on Chicago plus 3.5, 1 unit on the under 44, and Josh Allen on Discord. I'll double check and let you know. I bet it yesterday. Currently, it's minus 115 at plus 3.5, but the Bears, everybody on the broadcast just selected the Minnesota Vikings. So I've put so it's 1 unit on Chicago Bears money line, which is plus 157. I really do like that price too. So there's a few bets tonight. He just posted a picture showing that Steve, Booger, Randy, and Susie all picked the Vikings. Yeah. It's hell up here. You have a good day? Oh, that's perfect. I'm just pulling up the game broadcast. There's still 12 minutes.
Yeah, they need their best player tonight to show up. Simple as that.
I don't know. One team's 5-4, one's 3-5 too. I don't know. That's just if you're going to go on the most rudimentary of levels.
Yeah, the other thing too is the sorry guys, I'll pull up the YouTube chat. Oh, Mickey said you can hear him now, Mickey? He's good now?
Oh, probably my mic was too far away from my face.
It might have been something on my end. I think I might have had something set up.
Way to go. Because my levels look great. Like I know anything about that.
Zaps just said the whole ESPN pick the Vikings. Just put 2 units on Bears money line. Nice, Zaps. And like, I said this, Nikki, before you jumped on, but I was saving this for you. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party.
Yeah. Sorry, Zaps. I was excited about that too. So did he post that in Discord, the photo?
Well, Zaps posted it in YouTube chat, and Josh Allen posted it on Discord. So we've got people.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm seeing it now.
People are giving us the heads up from both sides.
Oh, thank you.
Is terrific.
Randy Moss actually has an okay straight up record. Booger McFarland's 21-20, picking straight up. All right, whatever. I don't even need to bother. Football is so interesting. If they just accepted nerddom, get a bunch of nerds in there, they would understand how time clock management works. They would there's just a million things that would get better.
what's become a staple of stream. I'm eating to start the stream.
Oh, cool. I might pour myself an apple cider. A little celebratory. I've been getting into that lately. It's awesome.
It is Monday night, so it's the Monday night drinking game is in effect. So come up, chat. It's up to you guys to come up with what we drink for, and I'll throw it into
A little
a
sheet.
page here.
Raiders Chiefs, that'd be great. It's gonna be great. If you guys watched our little look ahead line video or our early line video last night, a little surprising from the fat guy.
You can't wait for next week's stream. It's going to be Raiders, Chiefs. Did you hear the news? The Raiders buses did victory laps around Arrowhead Stadium after the victory.
Oh my, is that
juicy for Chiefs or what?
yeah.
Can't be doing that kind of shit, especially against that team.
I wouldn't be messing around with the Chiefs. I gotta be real here. All right, I'm pouring a big apple cider. I'll be right back.
Imagine if it's just the bus driver took the wrong turn, and now all of a sudden the Chiefs think they're getting disrespected by the entire Raiders franchise. Yeah, I agree, Mickey. All right, what are we doing for this drinking game? Okay, I got the first one. If Trubisky is brought up, you drink. If they talk about the Andy Reid coaching tree, you drink. What's up, DT? There's a couple websites that you can get public betting percentages from. The first one is Sports Insights. Sports Insights does an excellent job as far as public betting percentages. And then the Action Network does percentages, money percentage, as well as the number of bets. But it's Action Network is a paid for subscription, so you'd have to pay, I forget how much it is a month or
Highly
like
recommend by the year.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Dalvin Cook's fantasy numbers?
I'll just put his stats.
Yeah, make it easy.
Nick Foles, Super Bowl mention.
Oh, Zaps has the best one. Kirk Cousins Monday Night Football record.
There you go. Kirk
That's the best one.
Cousins Monday Night Football record.
Mickey posted a good picture about that earlier in the Discord group.
He hasn't won against the spread on Monday night. Is that what it was?
I think he hasn't. Well, straight up.
Oh, straight up. That's even worse. Because I'm sure he was the favorite in at least a few of those games.
Oh, Ryan Null's background. Let's do that.
Nice, untouchable. You got it at the right price then.
He got it?
Well, he'd been waiting.
Yeah.
He'd been waiting all night to get it at 3.5, and he said he ended up getting it. Not at the best juice, but he got it, and then the line just went back down to 3 for him.
Oh, he did it. That's awesome. I love that kind of. That's my favorite thing. It's in all likelihood, it's probably not going to matter, but that's the different though. It's over the long term, it's going to matter immensely. You never use a 1-game sample. Yeah, it sure was, Mickey.
What was it, 11? It's like 11-2 for favorites this week. What's going on, Jay? We were just talking about how good you did on the line shopping.
It's very impressive. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, where's Roland?
That's a good question. A lot of home favorites won. Yeah, they brought the... I know away teams have done better against the spread this year. They still have done better, but it's become a lot closer.
As it's supposed to.
Luckily for us, Fat Guy, this is one of the most favorite friendly weeks we did in a long time.
Yeah, it is. Not really our style either. I really liked the Eagles too yesterday. Jesus. I'm going to check which email. Oh, play calling. There you go. That's a good one, too.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Which one's your email? I'm looking through and I don't see I don't see anything recently. I got to be honest, Mad Capper. Did you send it to Big Ryan the Fat Guy at gmail.com? Oh, on the Week 10 leaderboard? Yeah, we can do that. What do you want to change it to? To Mad Capper? Okay. What's your email though? I got to know that first. Oh, okay. What's your email or
Check, check. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Capper, is your email start with FCF? Okay.
I can figure out which one it is, Capper, and then fix it for you.
Oh yeah, past ones. Oh yeah, right.
I think I found you here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got you. All right, it's updated. Let me just
Oh yeah, you did it, Big Rye. All right.
update.
All good. All good.
All right, it's updated.
No problem, Mad Capper. Good luck. I like Chicago's chances here. Dude, Hicks is massive. Yeah, it's hard to get those shirts. Good job, Bears D. I love it. And they lay Fuller with the finishing hit. This is what I want to see. I didn't like Cook's chances this week, and this is a good start. That was great pursuit. In other news too, I got to beat Dylan in fantasy. I'm up 4 or 5 points, and I'm against Justin Jefferson, and I have Jimmy Graham. So can't have Dylan Toddfield winning stuff around here. That's a pretty good matchup. Screen versus Thielen. Thielen's going to tear him up.
The path to victory capper is going to be pretty straightforward for you. If Minnesota covers -2.5, you win. So you are the odds-on favorite as of now.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, Mad Capper. He was talking to you.
Let me make sure I got the right.
I don't know how you're going to... If Minnesota covers, Mad Capper, T-shirt is yours. It was loose. I don't know if that's actually... I don't know what a fumble is anymore. That looks loose to me. That looks like a fumble. It'd be hard for me to overturn that, but I've seen strangers, so... Allen Robinson over. That's actually intriguing. Zaps, I feel a complete same way. Not that Montgomery's really been anything. It should, like, I don't know. I like how the internet never had a contingency plan for Montgomery being hurt. The corners are non-existent for the Vikings. They're out four guys. Cameron Dantzler broke his neck. It's I can't remember the other three because they're backups. It's who do they have? Mike Hughes no? Mike Hughes is hurt too. They have their first Jeff Gladney, their first round pick, and that's pretty much only guy I can name. I have Jimmy Grandpa and 5 points against Jefferson. Against Dylan.
That ball sure looks loose when
Yeah, it really does.
once his knee hits.
They still haven't made this?
The other thing nice is that it was ruled a fumble. So.
Yes! Yes! I like this defense this year. They're playing great. Underrated Chicago defense this year. They're playing great. I hate these Chicago jerseys. I got to be honest. These are brutal.
I like them.
I think the old blue ones are sick. These ones are garbage. Josh Allen's got a good point. It's the offense is so non-complimentary. Like if they had a regular offense, I think his defense would return to almost as good as they were 2 years ago. Oh my goodness. How bad is that? Why do you have to do this to this defense?
Anthony Miller not only gets blown up on the block on the first play, he has a bad drop on the second play. Turns into an interception.
It's a bad ball, but you don't do that. You're supposed to angle your hands downwards too.
The protection was good. Yeah,
my man.
That throw was behind him and
man.
high. I think you got to turn your levels down just a little bit.
Sorry, I was getting angry and loud. Because it's like, it's not much. If you ran the ball and went 3 and out, like, I could handle that and just play, like, the chain game. You know what I mean? But, like, that kind of... Come on, it's so easy. It's so easy. I'm gonna put that 80% on Foles though. That play.
Yeah.
He didn't have to throw that ball. Like, don't turn it over is 90% of the game. We did okay, Kevin. Not great. That Pats game really saved us. So I think our week is kind of riding on this. Whether it's an okay week is riding on this game. I'll be right back. God, I'm pissed about that.
You have to wait till see if you cover first, Matt Capper. So you got Minnesota minus 2.5. And then your counterpart, High Rollers, got Chicago plus 2.5. So one of you guys is going to finish with 11 wins. Oh, Trubisky's not available tonight? I didn't realize that, Mickey. Thanks for the heads up. I think if Minnesota wins by 3, we'll have a lot of happy campers. That's true, Mickey. Plus, we did I know I did a money line play on Chicago after I found out everybody was on Minnesota. In Western Canada, at least in British Columbia, it's been okay, but recently it's definitely it's picked up steam, so it's definitely heading in the wrong direction. They just recently shut down like fitness classes, and there is like a bit of a lockdown, but I don't know how serious it is. I just stay home. Oh, there's a 6-week lockdown in Philly. Oh shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Here comes a key 3rd and short for the Vikings. 3rd and 3. What a terrific catch from Thielen. That's good to hear, Jay. Hopefully your business doesn't get shut down. What a great catch by Thielen. You need a monster day from Thielen to win. That's definitely a bad start if Thielen picks up that early touchdown.
Oh, no. So that's a touchdown from Thielen, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Extra points good, so Minnesota's up 7-0 to start this one.
Yikes. Yikes. There's a good chance, Jamie. There's a good chance. Got to be honest.
The line's even come down to 6.5.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Zap said that Kansas City's
He's
at
Canadian.
6 at some spots.
Sorry, you repeat that, please? Oh, -6. Yeah.
It was a really nice grab by Thielen for the touchdown.
That's a nice run. This is what I wanted them to start their other drive with.
That's a weak offensive line in Chicago.
It's not great. I like Kansas City. Yeah, I do too.
Lamar Miller in the backfield for Chicago.
The Raiders did run it down. The Raiders ran really well against the Chiefs in the first game as well. I think the Chiefs have been a lot better than. I could see the Chiefs running it down the Raiders' throats too, though. The play action at Ruggs is scary. It's a low percentage, but God, I'm just waiting for the game where he gets 2 like 80-yard touchdowns. He's probably the fastest guy in the NFL right now. Why didn't they do last drive like this? I don't get it. I'm angry about that pick. I'm liking Seattle. I think, Jay. I got to be honest. I think that'll be a nice revenge spot. I'm thinking. We got a picks video though. I can't get in too much detail. Oh yeah, Zaps. I feel the same way. It's like demoralizing too, man. Because I really feel this defense is good. Like it's good, and they just need help. Like you don't even have just move the sticks twice. Oh no, don't be sorry. It's okay. Yeah, I just gotta I gotta save a little bit for the show. It's getting filmed tonight.
A lot of quick hitting plays here from the Bears to start off this drive. That's a drink.
Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. Wow. That was a great run. Good job, Patterson. He runs a little upright, but he's a receiver. He's really a returner. I mean, I feel like he's learned the other positions.
You know what Cordarrelle feels like, and it's a weird comparison, is he feels like young Adrian Peterson.
Uh
Just
he
with
can't
the
hurdle. I don't know if he can
the
hurdle.
the upright style, as far
Upright
as
power, yeah.
every time he touches the ball, it could be a touchdown. He doesn't
Very
have
poor. Very poor. Even a poorer man's Eric Dickerson. This is looking good. There we go. There we go.
nice catch by A-Rob.
You know what's even better? This drive is long. They're going to have to finish it off for me to be satisfied, but this is a long drive, and this is good. This is good. And you know what's nice? He had so much time. Patterson could have cut up for another yard. Oh, Terry McLaurin is Big Rye's favorite receiver. Trying to think who my favorite receiver is.
DJ Shark.
I do like DJ Shark. That was a good pull, actually. I don't know if that's the guy I would go with. I'm going through. I like Michael Gallup. He's in my wheelhouse. That was a flag, I think.
The Robinson prop is especially good if they're behind.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I know my favorite receiver. I know it. It's easy. Big Rye should get this one. Used to play on the Bills.
Robert Woods.
Yeah, that's the guy. I like Robert Woods. He's a journeyman. He's tough. He's played better than anyone has ever thought. Like he's better. He's been underrated his entire career. He's very good. You don't think of him. I gotta be honest. Is this the best, considering how bad the first drive was? This might be the best drive I've seen the Bears engineer all year.
That was one of the
It's
first
got
plays where they
everything,
just
and
dropped back and threw like a proper pass, and Foles, whoever was inside, beat that guard super easy and still got the hit on Foles, even though it was like a quick hitter throw from Foles. So
they built up to it, though. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness!
Well, there's another one.
Oh my goodness! Curse of the commentator.
Well, they can't drop back like that and throw. Like, Minnesota's getting too much pressure. That's 2 plays in a row now. Because watch this pressure on the right hand side.
Why didn't he audible? Why didn't he chip him, first of all, Patterson? Why doesn't Patterson know to chip there? That's one. And you know they could have done? They could have ran an inside zone or outside zone. There was no one on the weak side. Oh, it was there. It's possible, Michigan. I don't know. Trubisky brought up. There we go. I would like Trubisky on this 3rd and goal. I'd prefer him.
That's another drink for Trubisky.
I'm on it. Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see an RPO here.
They're bringing the heat.
Blitz.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but Anthony Miller is not look great to start off this game. Because that's a rub play designed to get him a catch on the outside. Foles, obviously, there's
did you see?
way too much pressure, but Miller stops his route.
Was that Mooney over the middle, though? Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
Oh, wide open. Wide open. He had to go over the rush, but it was fine. Right in the middle. Oh, God.
That was the 3rd play in a row, though, passing-wise, that they had a free rusher to Foles. It's not even like Foles didn't look his way. Like, Foles didn't have time to look his way. Like, he's literally having to throw to the first option he looks at. And that's the third play of this game that Anthony Miller has looked poor on.
I have a question though. Okay, if it is pretty obvious they were going to bring the house. Like obviously we get to sit with the best camera and whatever, but he's got to know that they're jailbreaking that one. Wouldn't you want to look as your first option the guy who's got single coverage? Because there is single coverage at the top, but there's two guys in the area. You know what I mean? Like there's guys in proximity. So it's just I don't know. I'd rather get one where there's just one-on-one and there's no one in the.
Well, you're one step ahead. Like they're not even making adjustments at the line of scrimmage to block players properly. So like if they're not going to do
That's true.
Like it doesn't matter where he's going to throw the ball. It's always going to be a risk when he's taking a hit as he's making that throw.
I don't know. It just feels like you would have instinctively looked at Mooney first, and that would have been an easy touchdown. So yeah, at least we got points. I'll take it. You know what though? I don't mind. I think the strongest unit on this between both teams is Chicago's defense. I hope they're gonna be able to get it done. You know what? It was nice about that drive. It was better than the points. That was like a 6-7 minute drive. And that defense had played pretty much the whole first quarter.
There's a chance they might only need to take one play here and get a little more rest too. Play action.
There's got to be... I was hoping for an interception there. No, I know. I'm against Jefferson. I'm against him. I don't care, and I don't even care about fantasy. I want the Bears to get it done. Good, and they gang tackle him too. I like it. I like this. Let's go Bears. I really want this one. Sorry, did you take the under, Big Rye?
Yeah, under 44 is what I've got.
I love it. I love it. Oh no, don't shut. It's fine. We're sorry, I'm just emotionally invested in the Bears. Don't, no big deal. No big deal. It is to beat Dylan though, so there's a little weight to it, I'll be honest. Dylan talked a lot of flack about what games was he emotional about? He wasn't even emotional about the Saints, oddly enough. Like against the spread, he didn't like going against the Seahawks, the Vikings, and the Ravens. He thought that was blasphemous. Mickey made him quit. It was hilarious yesterday.
That was pretty good.
I just saw a Canadian steakhouse commercial. This is gonna be a controversial opinion. I think Canadian beef is better than American. One of the few things that we have. I think that's it.
I still can't believe Thierry Henry is
Yeah.
the manager for the Montreal Impact.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Don,
we have
we're
the
on.
under Don 44.
Yeah.
No. We took Chicago Bears.
Just a weird coverage from the Bears that time. I felt like everybody was way too far off the line of scrimmage.
Why do they do that?
It's a weird like half zone, half man type coverage, and screen was just on the wrong side of it. It was a really nice read from Kirk Cousins.
Nice job. That's what we want, guys.
So much of the Vikings offense is dependent on Dalvin Cook, and if they can keep him for losses, like it's going to be good news for the Bears on second and long, third and long.
I'm not going to say it's Dalvin Cook. I'm going to say it's typical of most offenses on the run game. You know what I mean? If they're getting yards with Madison, I don't think it matters to them, to be honest. Yeah, we're on the same thing, Don. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It felt like they gave up on pressuring. But that was a
Tight,
that was a
Mickey.
nice
It's
play.
tight. Not like Dylan's behind. I like these linebackers. I got to be at Trevathan and Roquan. These guys are mean boys.
3rd and 13. So
Third and 13. Don't let them off the hook here, boys.
Screen
Yeah.
to Jefferson.
Good job. We got a punt. We will take it. I want 2 first downs, Bears. That's it. 2. I don't even need more than that. I'm okay with that. That's awesome. Now, this defense is playing hard. I like it. Yeah, the Bears are not a good team to try a screen on. It's so funny. They busted through this. They got pressure like even too quick for his screen, and then you have 2 of the fastest cleanup linebackers. It's just, I don't know. It's just perfect. Yes. Oh, touchback. Okay, that's a win too. That's a big win.
I love that play by that Bears returner. Like, love that play.
He already stepped on the thing, but that was great. That was great, though. That was great. Yeah, okay.
Super smart
I'm
play
feeling
by...
good about that.
Is that Dwayne Harris? It's got to be Dwayne Harris.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a savvy veteran move.
Love that play. That's something unique I haven't seen any other returner try to do. You sometimes try to see them like light guys up before the ball hits the ground, but very, very rare you ever see a guy be so aggressive after a guy makes that touch. Because once that ball's touched by the defender, like it's nothing bad can happen for the receiving team.
Yeah, I do Zaps, but
He's ready for
one of those
football tonight.
things
It's
where-
Monday night. He gave advice. He said,
It is
people,
Monday
this is the
night.
game of the week. He's been on Bears all week.
I
You should have
did
seen how
all
excited he was
week,
when that line
all
went to
week.
3.5. We jumped on it right
Yes,
away.
I was.
He's good to
Right
go
away.
tonight. Football.
Had it early, had it in the middle. I just it's one of those things. It's like it's almost like a rep game for me too. Like this is a pros versus Joes game. You know, there's something about it. And even though I'm probably a 5% favorite, sometimes you want the five. You sometimes you go, this is the one I want. You know, it's kind of like you take a bunch of. It's like when you play a poker tournament, you got to get in where it's nines versus ace queen. You're like, I know nines is a small favorite. This is the one I want. Let me win with nines. Oh, that's a big Rye question.
I'd say leave out 2K. It doesn't seem like any of the sports games have really been improving year to year. I think I've heard good things about the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I think I would do that one first. I'm not a fan of shooters though, so Call of Duty, that's not what I'd want. Big Slick is overrated. I don't even know who Big Slick is.
Oh, Antonio Brown did something. Just came out, like right now. It's not overrated, Mickey. You just have to be this is the one hand that you have to be very, very, very good at playing. Because sometimes I'll put in 5,000 with it. Sometimes I won't even put in 100. Depends on the situation. So there's a book by James Sweeney, James Splitshoot Sweeney. It's an entire book on how to play that. I haven't read all of it. I haven't needed to. I had a lot of experience, but AK, it's probably the most pivotal hand in Hold'em. That and Jacks. Here. Nice, Bears. Slow it down here. Okay, so the article I just got sent to me, Antonio Brown had destroyed a security camera in his gated community, and then he threw a bike at the security guard office, destroying it. And they're afraid of reprisals, so the homeowners association hasn't confronted him about it yet.
Oh,
interesting stuff. Can't go.
That's whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is whatever. Something's gonna come out of that for sure.
That happened today, or is that Mickey? A previous? Oh, they're in Wildcat here. I love it. That was great.
Hey, that worked though. That was great. Happened October 15th. It got released today. I just think he's on his last limbs though. This will probably this could catch up with him. Anything is going to catch up with him.
Pierce in the backfield. I don't even know who that is.
Bernard.
Is it?
No, I was totally joking.
It's definitely not Buck Pierce.
Foles. Buck Pierce? Foles is displaying Buck Pierce like athleticism. He could have got that first down. He had to. Why couldn't he? He could have got that easy.
Yeah.
I know. Like, come on.
I'm fine with that.
I think Zaps is a little ahead of us, and something good might have happened. It's. Oh, that was rad. Is that Cole Kmet?
So far as the game's been good. We are on Bears plus 3.5, the under 44, as well as Bears money line.
Nick Vazar, he'd always have a part of his body behind the line of scrimmage.
That was not an easy throw to make. It was kudos to Foles for getting that one off. I don't even know if he was throwing
It's kind of a
Kmet. Pretty good, Mickey.
That was a nice run. Lamar Miller had burst on that.
Lamar Miller, very, very productive back when he has played. So it's surprising he didn't land anywhere. I know he is coming off injury, so he might not be 100%, but
Multiple
it's
injuries.
Nice to see him back and playing.
I like, second and manageable Zaps. It's fantastic.
It's perfect,
And they're
too, 'cause
taking
teams
so
can
much
take-
time off the clock.
Yeah, teams can take they can take shots on second and short, especially this part of the field.
It is it, Vono. I thought it was a great deal.
So I want to see how the offensive line blocks up here on this 3rd and 4. Again, rusher goes
All right, we're
free
gonna have
up
to
the
punt
middle.
here.
This has been so bad from the Bears, and the offensive linemen are arguing on the field after the play. This is like they're getting it wrong every time. I don't even know how this is possible, but they're managing to not block a guy every time.
And that's not even Foles' fault at all. I don't know why you're not leaving in a guy to block there.
Well, it's on the guard. The guard
that
just
Bob-
let him go free. It's the same guard they've been taking
I get
advantage
that,
of the
but-
entire game.
Oh,
Touchback.
he called it an unbelievable punt. Whatever it wouldn't. The touchback.
Yeah, Jay said it. It's like Olay. The guard's been getting burned like crazy. The right guard,
Yeah.
right tackle combo. It's
Yeah.
been really bad.
Oh, Olay. That's funny. Dude, there's so many Expedia commercials. They got to be regretting this. How many trips do you plan on these days?
That's a good point.
Oh, Nespresso's got a new machine out. Oh, is it they're redefining coffee? I knew they were gonna say that.
Taboo.
Fucking taboo.
So live line Minnesota's
brutal.
minus 250. The over under is now 37.5. Live line.
They're
is
minus
6.5.
250.
Yeah.
That seems too crazy.
Well, they've got the ball back on offense. It has been a real struggle for the Bears on that right side. Like it is worrisome if they can't get this cleaned up.
Oh yeah, I haven't been in a couple years though, like outside of Washington. So Big Rye used to go fairly often. I used to go to Vegas pretty often too. I haven't been in a few years though, like I had mentioned.
I go to Vegas when I can. Also, like lots of trips to Washington, like Seattle. Lots of trips to Portland, Oregon. I've done some traveling on the East Coast as well, but not a lot. Just once to the East Coast. Yeah, Canada's great.
Yeah, it's hard. Canada's pretty good.
You know who's getting roasted at right guard, fat guy?
What do you got?
Jermaine Ifedi.
Does that surprise anybody?
He's playing right guard for the Chicago Bears. They've got
Of course, it's a former first-round pick by Seattle Seahawks.
They also have Eric Kush as a backup.
It's not good. Eric Kush has a lot of experience. It's not necessarily good experience, but
Oh, I'm sure you'd be able to go back. It's good. It's good, but it's not. It's not that good.
my dad after the war, they moved to Australia because Australia liberated Greece, and so like they flipped the coin pretty much between Canada and the U.S. or sorry, Canada and Australia. They ended up in Australia for many years, and then I can't remember the exact reason. My grandfather was a professional gambler, so I think it had something to do with that. And he came up here and started playing poker against loggers in BC, and that's it. That's all she wrote. Been here ever since. My dad has the weirdest accent ever because he learned English in Australia, so it's like I don't even know how to explain what he sounds like. Yeah. It's neat stories, that's for sure.
And it really depends where you're going in Canada. Like you said you like the small town look and feel, but I think Toronto is like the 5th biggest market in North America. So like if you go to Toronto, it's got that same big city feel.
Toronto's got a New York feel to it.
Yeah, like a mini New York. The
Yeah, really small, obviously. Vancouver has an LA vibe, kind of. So it's Vancouver's kind of pretentious. We live near there, but I don't know. It would be hard pressed to get Big Ryder to move into the city. I'll tell you that much. What a play by 24. He was down, but he got a leg. That was screen. Oh. Get that ball out. Ah. I can imagine. Big Ryan and I grew up in suburbs. John Stacy. Hello, sir.
what's going on, John? It's gonna sound really dumb, but I didn't realize Mike Ditka was a receiver.
Was it what? No,
Was
he's
it-
a tight end.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Hall of Fame tight end. He's also a Hall of Fame drunk, too. Mike drinking under the table. Yeah, absolutely. It would be best if they could, Don. I mean, this game's not over. I'm surprised that they're so favored at the online book, but ready for 2025, yeah. Oh yeah, Mickey. Those guys were all those guys had summer jobs though, Mickey. Like there's a picture of Bobby Hull and he's like on his farm cutting wood down with his shirt off, and then those guys were hardened guys. Holy. I don't know how much money it made playing hockey in the 60s, even if you were the two best. Did Dylan send you that? It's possible, John. I'm trying to think of a worse year, and it's tough. It's I don't know. There are some positives though. There's been some positives. I think you realize that you have a lot of friends you don't need. Oh yeah, that's Jay gives it a 0 out of 2 eyebrows. I think you did. Why are they playing so far off on that? I think you did, Mickey. I think you did. Cup Cut me up, bros. This defense is good. I just feel bad for him. I need a little more help. Oh, that's a little out of my. I never made paella before, Jay.
Dylan's got to be here to join in on that bet of the century, but we'll push him next time we see him, John.
Yeah, we do need one of those. So is okay. I got a question, John. Does in our bet of the century Highlander type theme is Dylan the Kurgan? is I don't know. It just doesn't seem right, but I can't see a way around it. I guess he's working out now, so I guess that kind of helps. Although I think Clancy Brown's going to be taller than him forever. Oh, he's going to pass the baton on Bet of the Century. Yes! Yes! Go! Go! Yeah! Yeah! Zaps, go back a little bit. Let me have this. Go back 20 seconds. That is so good.
Khalil Mack could have probably cut that back, but I think he wanted to hit Cousins, so he stayed.
Yeah, probably. Did he just pull it out of his hands?
Thielen bobbled it.
Jay, you should have, buddy. You're usually on. Dude, that was pretty good. That was a good play by Riley Reef. I got to be real. Khalil Mack with an INT.
Mack stepped out a lot earlier too.
Don't worry about it, Saps. I all I care about is the turnover happened. Oh, I'll take it. Yes, defense. Yes.
That's a really nice break. So even if the Bears can put up 3 to end the half and get to half, it's going to be super nice because Bears start with the ball. So this could be a back-to-back possession.
Or is that a good thing, the Bears starting with the ball? I almost would like their chances on defense.
Oh, you'd much rather have the Bears starting. They need to put up some points.
It's a semi-joke here, Big Rye.
I know what you mean, though.
Oh, yeah. Why did he just go down? Like, he could have cut it and tried a little bit. Let's take the time down, though, boys. Let's take the time right down.
All I got to say is Anthony Miller's definitely in the doghouse for me as far as players go in this league.
Why did they hurry that up? They got 3 timeouts. They had 30 seconds on the game clock.
They probably just liked the personnel that they had.
Oh. They had to get a run to the... Man.
I'm fine with Chicago trying some new stuff out here. Because so far what they've done is it's not been exactly sexy.
It's looking like it, Don. Don't forget, there's special teams as well. And defensive plays, I mean... It's nice, though. You're ahead.
There's still 59 seconds in this half, and there could be 14 points in those 59 seconds. Like there's still
there you go.
Still a lot can happen. Why is Chicago throwing? Because there's it's a 2-minute drill right now.
Well, their version of it. Oh, A-Rob is slated to go over. I don't like their chances here, though. Just don't throw a pick.
Watch the offensive line. That's really this battle. They even rolled Foles out to give their offensive line a better chance. So
yeah, but they are in field goal. I kind of agree with Jay. Like almost settling for the points is like not settling, but just I would have tried to run with Lamar Miller and not even leave a minute on. I like that better. Here we go. On the board. Cover territory. Take it all day. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm into this game. This is a fat guy game, though. I like strong defensive play. That's me and Big Rye's thing. Good example is, you guys remember that game, NFL Street, where you had to draft players? Me and Big Rye, that's like a rivalry game between us. We'll draft entire defensive teams. So it's like there's almost no passing. It's like Navy offense against like all-star defense. The games take a really long time in comparison to regular. So yeah, I that's also a good point. Like, why even leave the minute on the clock? That's I completely agree. Like, it's not necessarily settling, but like, I don't know. I would try some sort of fancy run, or try three different styles of run and with Miller or something. That would be my forte. All of us are starting to kind of come around. Like, I think running teams are just stronger in general. It's just better strategy, considering time of possession is so important. Like, even though it's very low percentage that the Vikings score, it's still a chance. Yeah. Mickey, give him a shout. See if we can't get him on for the stream. Anyone on Grinder in Florida? They'll be able to find him. They're I think the Bears and the Cardinals are the oldest franchises, oddly enough. I don't know. I think the Cardinals were originally like Pottsville Potters or something like that. Both the 1890s. I might be able to, Josh. There's a chance. So we'll throw it in the mixer later on. We'll have a discussion. Zabs, you might be onto something. This is going to sound controversial. There is a chance with the right coaching, Jameis could be an upgrade to Breeze right now. I think, at least.
It's
Jameis is a
interesting.
gamer, man.
It's interesting because Breeze was actually listed as MVP odds at some places, so it's. But I totally agree with you.
No, because I think in a lot of spots, tough spots, Josh, they're gonna like the reads and stuff are an issue. But I'm thinking that Jameis, there's a possibility he got a little bit better playing and like learning in this climate, and they're gonna Taysom Hill is gonna play a lot of snaps too. I think they have like, could we call them the most creative offense, Big Rye?
Which team are we talking about?
The Saints, when because they're gonna Taysom Hill's gonna play a lot.
I'd say they're a creative offense, one of the more creative. I wouldn't say they're the most.
And the most I can think of, at least. So, and I think they're going to have some disastrous Jameis games, obviously, but I mean, he's going to get the ball. That's exactly what I was just going to say. What Mickey Hill wrote, they're going to get the ball down the field. We got halftime.
That's the
here.
one thing that I like about Jameis is that he gives them a different dynamic. Like, I feel like Jameis is the better guy to have if they're losing.
Oh, I completely agree. You know who's going to be better? If you have Michael Thomas in fantasy, I think this is an upgrade. He's going to get more targets. I don't see how not. Unless they do like almost balanced with Taysom Hill, but I don't think that'll go well. They use him like just the right amount, kind of.
Taysom Hill, if you can slot him as a tight end and he's going to play quarterback, that would be unreal. Like, that would break fantasy.
That would break fantasy.
Could you imagine a tight end putting up 20 points a game?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, when was the last time that was happening? In their Highline games, it was 13. Gronk and
I want to know why Taysom
Jimmy
Hill
Graham?
is even allowed to be put in as a tight end in fantasy. He should be a quarterback. Yeah, Kelce is, as I like to call him. How come the
Kelce.
first 3 years it was always Kelce and now it's Kelsey?
I don't know. Who knows? Someone got it wrong and they went with it. Oh, isn't it cute? They're asking Adam Schefter medical reports on somebody. That's weird.
I'll be back.
What a goof. Sorry, I have a hate on for Adam Schefter in particular. And it's very funny that he's giving out medical report, considering he got a bunch of nurses fired for taking pictures of Jason Pierre-Paul's medical records and pictures of him while he was in a medically induced coma. Yeah, he's a total loser, man. I hate all those. I don't. There's an Onion video about what's called the Grabbler, an evil entity that steals your money and your dreams. I can't really get into detail about what it represents, but he reminds me of that. He's a caricature. I don't like him. He does get the first word though, but it's just slimy. When people do that, you know what they're up to, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan. Just very cute and don't forget, ESPN had to pay a whole bunch of money in the lawsuit against Jason Pierre-Paul, so Schefter could keep his job, and then he's giving medical updates. Just come on. Come on. I don't know. Whatever. That's my vendetta. I'm allowed to have it. I hate those types. Mind you, that's part of the next level sports bettors. They're getting greasy information all the time. All the time. Is it okay? This is a big question, Zaps. Is it Dynasty? Is it a keeper league? Is it a redraft? And is it PPR? If it's redraft, I would say yes. Just because I don't there's too many offensive linemen hurt on the Cowboys. They don't have strong quarterback play, so it's just not conducive to it's not conducive to a good environment for Elliott. I like Sanders over him. There is a Pinnacle live line. I'll let Big Rye look it up because he's already got it there. It's Standard League, in my opinion. I'd go with Sanders. Jay is a Philly fan though, so he might have some bias. So maybe not though. Maybe he has the inside scoop. I just re-saw that DeAndre Hopkins catch. Holy, he got it ripped out and he corralled it back in on the way down. That division's awesome. That's got to be the best division in the league. The Niners are the worst team. They're very hurt though. Imagine if they weren't. God, that whole division would be 5-4, and it would be awesome. Oh yeah. He might be coming back this week, to be honest. It's looking like it. They pulled it down, so NFC East is so bad, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Mudhole's got the update there. You know what I'm realizing too? Alex Smith is heating up here. Like, God, this is gonna be good. Alex Smith is so underrated. You add all this other stuff in, they're gonna keep losing by a little bit. There's gonna be serious value. I never saw the Daniel Jones run. Holy, that was pretty good. Alex covers his right. Yeah, yeah. No, Zaps, if Jerry Jones says Dalton's the best backup, then I think that's all we need to know. We know who's starting the game. We know who really makes the choices on that team. But Doug Peterson should be pissed. He's not done his team hasn't performed. Like, it's one thing if they were in these games. Okay, you know what it's like? The Eagles, if they played games the way Carolina did, like just came up short, do you know what I mean? But had really good efforts. Like, that would be stomachable, but like they're almost finding ways to lose the Eagles because they shouldn't, like, they have a lot of talent on that team. I mean, it's not the same as a Super Bowl team, obviously, but I mean, you got some marquee players on that team. And it's just, I don't know. Things aren't performing. Carson Wentz looks average to below average. You know, it hasn't clicked very well this year, so he shouldn't be dropping games to the Giants. Mud, you're right. In the old days though, he used to. Like, I guess his psyche would have to be affected by it would have to be affected by that horrific of an injury. But in the old Kansas City days, he was putting up serious, like, pretty decent, like 40 a game, I'm going to say. Yeah, if Jeffrey got one target, that doesn't make much sense either.
Jeffrey was playing, he was like the fourth guy in line for snaps, too.
That doesn't even make, maybe they're easing him back.
Just injuries. Fulham has kind of been a breakout player for them this year that's put up numbers, so he's been able to get open. But who knows? They might be easing Jeffrey back in. There's nothing wrong with Dalton as a backup. He's got a lot of experience playing, so.
Yeah, he had Alex Smith in 2015 at 500 yards, 498 rushing. Like that's pretty
That's a
reasonable.
lot.
Like that's a lot for that guy. I mean that's the peak season, right? And their offense is obviously a lot different. Um I'm curious. I don't see it. You're right. It's probably not going to come back, but he was a good athlete. You know what I mean? Like it was there. You know who ran a lot less than he probably should have, or than he probably could have? Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler was a kick returner in high school. Does Dallas tank and buy the first pick if Lawrence goes? I don't know. I, to me, you just lock up. You lock up
Whoever,
Prescott at a reduced price.
yeah, whoever gets the first pick is taking Lawrence. Like, there really isn't any scenarios where that first team isn't going to get Lawrence.
They could franchise tag and trade Dak. They could do that, but then that team still has to pay him. Like, there's all those complications too, and then they have to figure out how the money situation works when they trade him. So I don't think they will. To me, is you could negotiate a reduced price now. You really could because of injury, and I mean you're gambling too, but you could probably get away with a lot less guaranteed money than what they were looking at. I think they're going to be. They've got too many top heavy guys. Like I think that Amari Cooper contract is really bad. Justin Fields is going to make some noise, absolutely. Who are teams that could draft a quarterback? Cleveland won't have it, but I think Cleveland is in the running to draft a quarterback. To be honest,
I was thinking about Cleveland might be an 11-win team if they didn't have.
Yeah,
Mayfield.
they might be, but they're not going to get it done with Mayfield. I don't even know what to do. Wouldn't know what to do with that. What do you do with that? Is his fifth option exercised, Mayfield's?
His fifth-year
Colts?
option will be exercised for sure.
Yeah, but that's only because of lack of other options, right?
Yeah.
It just really, I don't know. And then what kind of contract do you give him? I would try and be aggressive and get a quarterback. I really would.
The thing is, Dustin, is Dak isn't just an average quarter. Like, Dak has been awesome. Dak's career has been unreal.
Something good here.
I'm hoping this is a Cordarrelle return.
And it is. That's gone. Yes! Bears DST. Bears DST. Bears DST. Yes. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's awesome. Oh, I'm into it. Cribbs and Leon Washington. I like it.
In Dak's career, he's 42-27.
If that's not awesome, I don't know what is. I think Dak's a premier quarterback. I really do. Dude, how daunting is it if you're the kicker, the kickoff number 5? You're like, oh my god, this giant fast man is coming at me, and I am not prepared for this.
Giving the Tyreek peace fingers as he's running in.
This is awesome.
I've been scouting out this live line to see where it goes to now after that play.
I think Mudhole was asking. The pinnacle one.
Bears are now minus 172 to win.
Mickey, I think Wes Welker has.
How about Miami's who played Wildcat in Miami?
Ronnie Jeez, what's his name?
Brown,
Yeah, Ronnie Brown. Yeah. And then the other two guys were
but I don't think
Ricky
he was
Williams
a
and
kick returner.
Fasaka Polite. I don't think he kicked return. Yeah. I know that I'm pretty sure Wes Welker caught a pass, ran, and kicked return and kicked a field goal. I think the QB thing. I don't know. I don't know if they did a trick play, but I guess Cordero's got to be the other guy.
Special
That was
teams was an issue
awesome.
for the Vikings last game, and it's another play on special teams. Think about that Dwayne Harris play too on the punt. There's been some really nice special team stuff from Chicago in this game.
They just have to sustain on offense. Like, they don't even have to be good.
The only other person, strangely enough, would be Devin Hester that comes to mind, but I don't know if Hester ever lined up
RB, no way.
or at quarterback.
Wildcat, no way. Cordero is jacked, as he should be. Your A-Rod prop got hurt a little bit on that return, Zaps. Not much, but a little bit.
This is a much different game for Chicago's offense now that they have the lead.
That is interesting, Jay. It's weird to think about, but that might have been the play.
I was thinking about it too. I actually like the extra point there because this game is it's feeling like a field goal game. I think I'd rather be up 6 than
I don't like their
5 or
chances
7.
either of getting the 2-pointer.
That too.
Best third down defense in the NFL, as we suspected earlier. Oh, and then that. Yikes. Curse the commentator. Why is... I was going to say, why is it Fuller on him? And then I realized, he's probably on Thielen. I mean, that's fair. Give him help, though. Yeah, 0 out of 4 eyebrows for that play from the Bears D. Dude, Cook's having a tough one. Yes. Hopefully the Bears can keep doing that. Up! I thought that tip drill. Let's go Bears.
Gibson and Jackson are one of the better safety duos in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Gibson's got a lot of experience. Oh, he's up 1.5 points. Oh no! So I need that catch. Did it? All right. So I need Jimmy Graham. All right. At least we're gonna get the ball back. Hopefully.
3rd and 7 for Minnesota.
Cup up, bros. Yes. I'm into this game. Hold. Dude, Ryan O'Neal got... Whew. Cup it up, bros. Holy.
Mac upset he didn't get the holding call.
Yeah.
Agreed, Mud. Oh, no. Dwayne Harris knows better than that.
Do I need to say anything? I don't need to say anything. I don't need to. Like, what are you doing? Everyone knows how ugly that was. I saw the 3 dots from Zaps, and I already knew I was going to take it in the ass. And I just feel bad for this defense, man. How many times? How many times? Great job. But how many times do they have to deal with this shit? God, all pro corner.
Yeah, that kick return was great. That punt, though.
Well, that's all. It doesn't matter. Like, can't do that. That was an all pro play, saving a touchdown. Good job, Kyle Fuller. That was a great defense. I like this defense, and then you do that. Sorry, they're not them. Get him. Oh, look at that. Who's 24? This screen? He's been better on the run defense than anything. They need a drive, though, because if I'm on defense, I wouldn't be able to sustain this for that long because they're on the field the whole time. God, the whole defense is hungry. I love it. And Chad Beebe got beat by, and that stopped it. That could have been a touchdown if Buster Screen didn't at least intervene. No flag, no flag, no flag, no flag, no. Yes, Bears 3 and out. Good job, defense. Carry this game. Oh, just so annoying. Oh, that why do we have to give 3 points away? Mind you, it's the Vikings, so they haven't made any field goal yet. That's an interesting matchup. Rudolph versus Roquan. Roquan Swift's got to be the small favorite there, don't you think, Big Rye?
I'd say so. Rudolph is no slouch, but he's definitely
He's
not a world beater.
Yeah, exactly, right? And Roquan's up there. All right, it could have been worse, boys and girls. It could have been worse. Let's look at it this way. We scored a touchdown, they scored a field goal. That's the way I'm going to look at it. It's just the win probability lost on that Harris fumble is like just absurd. Yeah, oh yeah, because you can't say under is a lock because this stuff happens all the time. How many times have I heard that? Oh, what's that game? And Patterson did this to me once. I think Big Ryan and I had, what was it? Ravens Vikings under. Yeah, I think we did. And that was a game. They got 5 touchdowns in 2 minutes.
That sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure we had the under on that game. There's 300 or whatever up in smoke.
The live line has Bears minus 130 and the over-under set at 42.5 minus 116 on the over.
I gotta find how many scores there were in the end. Yeah, in the last 2 minutes, they got 15, 25, 32. Holy. They got 39 points in the last 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And it was only, the score was what, like 12-7 or something? Yeah, it was 12-7 up until that point. And I don't know what the OU is, but I know we had the under. It's got to be an all-time bad beat. That was a long time ago, though. It was 2013. Yeah, the special that if that doesn't teach you that the game is never over till it's over, then I don't know what will. You guys had to have seen that game. I like that pooch kick. What if it didn't go to all the way to the end zone?
I didn't even realize that this was a revenge game for Cordarrelle Patterson.
Yeah. I wouldn't pick Allen Robinson to do that, to be the guy on that play. That would have been a Tariq Cohen play normally, but obviously. I think Mooney could have been is probably the shiftiest guy right now on the Bears. Patterson could have done it too. He's so big, though.
That's another drink for talking about Nagy giving up play calling.
My stream cut out. Oh, there we go. I didn't see the second down play. Now it came back in like 4K. What? I don't know what happened. Maybe it auto upgraded. I'll give you that, Mickey. It's pretty bad. It's a bare cupboard, but I mean, it's just
He's had a couple seasons though to draft and get players in that would help out. So it's something that they haven't done a lot to generate offensive talent on this team.
that was a great play by Harrison Smith. That would have been the prop, and that was Allen Robinson that dropped that. Even on such a big hit, I would have expected him not to. He did inherit Trubisky. I get that, but we're not asking for much though, Mickey. Like I'm not expecting them. They're 32nd in a lot of categories, right? Not that I care about stats, but they just don't. They haven't sustained enough drives. If to be a little bit shitty, and you're gonna win games. And they have. They're a winning team technically right now. They're winning this game. Oh, we almost got it. Is someone putting Vaseline on these balls? It's like Dylan at work. Oh, man. That was just an eighth of a second away from Chicago ball.
The game is now at a pick'em.
Zapp's literally pulling food out of. Harrison Smith literally pulling food out of Zapp's mouth. No response, Mickey. And when your dad texts you and you don't respond to him, something's up. Maybe he's got like a big heel. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's got like. Maybe he's a shock master. I don't know what's going to happen. Good luck, Jay. Good luck to you. Everyone's on Chicago. This is gonna be a group effort. I was in a group of, there's about 6 of us. We all bet on, mostly because of me. Everyone bet on Miami. I think it was 2 years ago, and it was Miami playing Chicago at home, and they had a bunch of guys missing on O-line, and so the line moved because people figured that Khalil Mack would have a field day. He didn't do anything, actually. Anyways, it went to overtime, and Kenyon Drake fumbled on the one, and and I feel like this is the type of same type of game where everyone's all on one. Needless to say, Cody Parkey missed a kick. Dolphins get the win in overtime, so I'm hoping we get the same result. They have stopped this run at every turn.
I'm going to count that as a drink as far as Kirk Cousins showing a bad record.
Two yards per carry. It's unbelievable.
It's one of those things, though. It's like Derrick Henry. It's like Cordarrelle on the other side. Like there's only a few running backs in the league that can break one, and Cook's one of them. So it hasn't clicked yet, but that doesn't mean it won't.
Yeah, I agree with that, Big Rye. But Mickey's got a good point. Very few teams tackle very well, and this team does.
That's only because Eddie Jackson hasn't had to make a tackle yet.
Oh, come on. He's not Lance Kendrick, or what's that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes! Yes, 3-0 with a sack. They didn't even get it. They didn't even get positive yardage.
That's great.
Okay, can you guys do a 6-minute drive? That's it. Keep this defense fresh. They're playing great.
Live line is now Bears -3, -195.
Nice.
On the live line, and then
-195? That's more telling than the spread itself. That means Bears -6, more or less. Yes. We generally don't. We might add college football one day, but we're not prepared to do that in the near future. Oh, Miller punked that guy on that move so hard. The thing I don't like about it, though, is the risk reward. Like, maybe he's trying to get out of the doghouse, like you had mentioned, doing too much. I don't need anyone to do too much. Just be you. That's kind of funny.
Well, I also don't get, I know Dwayne Harris didn't make a good play on the last one, but the guy's a veteran, and they brought him in to do this. Like, you can't put him back out there for the next one.
Yeah.
Nagy has given up play calling, so you can definitely have a drink And also, they talked about Kirk Cousins' losing record, which I'm gonna throw in there as a drink as well. Cheers to that. You guys will be happy to know that I've double checked the schedule and got all the games on the video this week. There's 4 teams on bye. Chicago's one of them. San Fran. I can't remember the other 2 off the top of my head. But 14 games next week. Apparently, there's a TV show called Dodgeball Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Jay, it depends if Fat Guy is available Thursday.
I'll probably be able to. Usually on the felt or something of that nature, but I don't think I am this Thursday. Even things in the underground world are shutting down. The Bears get a bye after this game too? Wow. They get good field position here. I hope they don't squander it. Fortunate to get it on a 1 bounce. I don't know. That seemed like a flag, man. Yeah, I'm 10 seconds behind you guys. It's too much pressure you're putting on the defense. They're getting pressure, the Vikings. This is I'm gonna agree with what they put out. They pretty much ran go routes on that last one, and yeah, they just put pressure on poles, and there you go. Anyone ever heard of a hot read? Exactly.
Not Bill Lazor, apparently.
He got fired for a really, really bad few games with Cincinnati about 5 years ago, and then the team turned around after he had left. I was hoping that some things. I feel like guys who get a second chance usually realize what they did wrong, because I got a lot of these coaches. They work really hard, you know, and then there's a learning curve. I was hoping it would be a little bit better though. Like, that was bad.
Well, the disappointing part is like Minnesota's been able to get pressure all game, so to have a long developing play like that on 3rd and 10, just it's not been the recipe for success for
No,
Chicago.
absolutely not. Like, I would rather they ran a screen, to be honest. Load up trips bunch on like the other opposing side, and then run a screen the other way, right? So all the secondary players are opposing. I mean, it could still get blown up by Harrison Smith or what have you, but
Well, it's easy to say now. That would have been the perfect play call for a screen.
well, it's not like it's easy to say now. Do you think you think you or I wouldn't have that wouldn't be the play we would call at that time? You know, I know we're
Probably.
armchair quarterbacks, but that's what we would have done. Go full wildcat. I'd rather that anyways. Get 5 yards and get a better punting. I guess maybe it doesn't matter. Go full wildcat the whole game. That might be better. Yeah. Yeah, they need a break. Exactly. Well, this is something interesting. Big Ryan had talked about this. Terrell Pryor is one of my favorite players from an athletic standpoint. I still think he's the best athlete I've seen in the NFL with my 2 eyes. I wasn't around for Bo Jackson, but Terrell Pryor, when he was on the Browns, I think the winless Browns team, they could have won 4 or 5 games playing Wildcat with him, and it would have been like pretty simple wins, to be real. But I mean, they did. Hugh Jackson would rather do things the way that people think that you should than to try and do the right thing, and that's what a lot of these guys do. I'd rather look stupid doing the right thing than continually just toe the line.
She's no B. Arthur.
No, of course not. She ain't even Betty White. Although Blanche Devereaux, let's be real. But like this defense, they need a break. It's going to be hard for them to keep forcing 3 and outs. It's just statistically unlikely, impossible. You know, it's a nice addition to this team, Robert Quinn. This D line is loaded, man. That was a great play by Cousins. They had almost everything covered. I want to see, did he throw it over the guy's head that was in front of him? Was it Smith? Yeah, he did. It was Mingo. Wow, he threw it in between his arms, I think. Pfft. Man, that could have gone so badly, and that could have been a tip drill all day. Second and 2, Dalvin Cook's not getting it done. Was that Eddie Goldman?
Yeah, Josh. I had him in one of the leagues, and you get a pass, like you get points for like a quarterback touchdown, or you get points for like a throwing touchdown, even if they're not a quarterback. What's going
Holding?
on, Brett?
That's great.
That's a huge break.
Huge. What? Sorry, did you make a ruling? You would get the points for the TD pass.
Yeah. I guess the one thing, Josh, is I've never been in a league that wouldn't count it, so
Yeah, me neither.
it just depends on where the league is and how the points are scored. But
Standard scoring, that would be you're getting the points all day.
like even Josh Allen had a receiving touchdown last game, and I got points for that as a receiving touchdown. Same if, like obviously, if a quarterback runs a touchdown in, it's points are points, just however they're scored. It usually doesn't matter what position they're playing.
Why is 38 backpedaling? Why is 38 backpedaling? God. God, that hurts almost more.
Hell yeah, bro.
Not good, man.
Yeah, Yahoo's usually good with that stuff.
Dude, attack. Don't backpedal. Attack. Gibson's probably too afraid.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when defenders go backwards. I'll put a link in, Brett, for you. Make it as easy as possible.
Usually next to our videos it says join. There's a join button, Brett. We'd love to have you. The honestly, the Discord is, I'm not trying to like shill here because we're just taking advantage of the options YouTube gives us because we just got this. We didn't know what was going to happen, but the Discord has become, I think, the most valuable thing, as well as the betting market videos are pretty strong too. So yeah, there's the link. The Discord, you have us at arm's length, and a lot of the guys in the Discord are smart guys, and ideas get bounced. Betting opportunities come up in the Discord chat almost exclusively, right? So it's interesting. This is really bad for the Bears now. Looks like Akeem Hicks is injured.
I know Matt gets a lot of the praise, but I really do think Akeem Hicks is the most important player on the Bears defense.
Bears defense, yep. Man, they're playing good. Yeah, the Discord's only for the members. We made it a perk, right? And it actually makes sense to keep it exclusive because a lot of the guys that are paying to be in there are really peeling the onion. We're all learning together. Well, we're sharing good advice and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. So that it's becoming pretty reasonable in size, and the information is strong.
3rd and 10 for the Vikings.
Okay, pull over. There's a lot of confusion on the Bears D there. Okay, we got a field goal attempt. I'm going to lose fantasy, but I could care less. Well, hey, no problem, Brett. Honestly, we get to field it for every viewer watching, so it's not just you, so this works. So Big Ryan and I have been doing a opening line video right after our stream on Sunday nights, and it'll give us our early thoughts, our early thoughts on the opening lines. Often there's like buy nows then, so we do say who we like early and what type of market we forecast, and then Big Rye does one on his own either Friday or Saturday to give you kind of closer to closing type line videos. So those are only member videos, so members only videos.
The biggest thing, Brett, for us when we talk about the betting market is that if you want to be a successful sports bettor, there's really 2 times to bet. And either that's right when the lines come out, essentially on Sunday night, or 5 minutes before kickoff. So it's one of those things where it allows us to provide that information like at the start of the week when the lines just come out, as well as information at the end of the week on how the market's actually changed. And then in Discord before kickoff on Sunday and before these games, I can go over the market so it's a little more clear for you guys. Instead of right now, the Fat Guy and I are guessing what the market is going to be 6 days in advance. So we're not always going to be right on. And even our predictions sometimes can be different than what actually happens. So it allows us to be a little more... It allows us to be a little bit more accurate with you guys as far as what's actually happening rather than what we predict is going to happen. And Mudhole, that's an excellent idea about splitting up the Discord as it grows. So I'll be splitting stuff up as we go along. It just hasn't we're still growing, so we're still trying to figure things out.
We're getting there. We're getting there. The the thing is too, our pick video, for algorithmic reasons, we put it out on Monday night, and or we record it rather on Monday night, put it on Tuesday. But there is a lot of value lost between the Sunday and the Monday, honestly. So it's I don't know. I guess there is value, and the membership is adding value for those types of things. So if you are interested in gambling, it'll at least give you some ideas. Don't ever take us 100%. I think that's a bad strategy. But maybe try and learn from ideas that we have, combine them with your own ideas. We're not touts or anything, but we just want to relay information. And Zaps, I feel bad every time. Like, it's just silly. The Bears should be doing far better in this game than they have been. Oh, it's a great community. I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought, oh yeah, whatever, Discord. I don't even like that kind of stuff, to be honest. And I've been more than pleasantly surprised.
It's a weird decision on, this is not related to football at all, but the flag on Nagy's jacket was backwards. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Military. Big right.
Appreciate it, Brad. That's nice of you to say. Is that a military thing to have it backwards?
Yeah. I forget what the exact reasoning is.
Here's another squib kick.
Why did he go out of bounds? What are you doing? He has to crash inwards and let... Oh, God, I hate running like that.
Is that Bernard Pierce? Like, is that really who it is?
No. His name is Artavius Pierce. I think he's a rookie.
Oh, yeah.
That's just pathetic, though. You could have got an extra yard. You could have plowed your body. It wasn't a risky yard because you would have turned your back away. I can't believe he got out of this, to be honest. Oh, yeah, of course we have, Brett. I like Walter Football. We like their pre-draft analysis. I would say it's the best on the internet I can think of. They really look deep into their college stuff. They're guys similar to us, just different skill set. That's my opinion on them anyways. What do you think of Walter Football, Big Ry?
I think they do excellent work when it comes to the draft, and
yeah,
the Fat Guy and I have used them year after year to get information on what they think about players coming into the league, because the Fat Guy and I, we don't watch a lot of college football, so that's one of our biggest weaknesses, is knowing about the rookie class when they come in and do get picked. So it's Walter Football has helped us immensely with that.
I'll have to admit, though, I haven't watched their pick video. Part of why I haven't watched it is I'm just worried I'm going to hear stuff that's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out now. But I was like worried it would like put a damper on it, because I don't know. Sometimes
there hasn't been any correlation to us finding people who know what they're talking about with football and making picks against the spread. So they're two very, very different things. And I'm going to be the first to say, like, the Fat Guy and I are not authorities when it comes to like players and like there's like light strategy stuff that we are strong at, but for the most part, like, we don't know football like a lot of these experts know football.
We didn't even play, right? There's things we both have a nose for. Like Big Rye picked David Johnson as a 5th round pick to be a star. But I mean, those are moonshots that are going to happen organically anyways. We're not X's and O's authorities. However, the correlation Big Rye said is it just isn't there. Like Pro Football Focus, we've battled with it. We don't like their product. We don't think they do a good job. And a lot of their stats, it just seems kind of phony. And point in case, their green book I think is shut down now. It's because they're not. They go. They try to come up with a formula, and it's just not. It's just not how you do things. It's not how you handicap, really. Pure X's and O's doesn't really work. This is really bad from the Bears. Ole.
It just shows you that offensive line play is so important in the NFL, and the Bears have one of the worst offensive lines I've seen in recent history. Like, this game is just...
I think that's a bit far.
No, not at all. Like, this game has been so bad. Like, pretty much every time Foles has dropped back, if he doesn't get rid of that ball in, like, under a second and a half, he's taking a hit. And it's not outside pressure. It's not like a tackle's getting roasted every time. Like, this is pressure coming from the insides on centers, on guards, and it's really hard to watch. Like, really hard to watch. Like, this is so poor.
They haven't been as bad as I feel like Minnesota was bad for the first bit. I mean, it's this game is glaring, but I don't know if it's as bad as recent memory.
This isn't like a strong interior pass rush from the Vikings. Like, this is bad.
No.
This is really bad. They're able to line up with their linebackers over center, and every single time they're able to get an advantage over that Bears O-line, and it's disrupting this game.
Why haven't they run any screens then? That's a question I have.
Well, like, these guys can't do we're talking like simple, like, 5-step drop back. Like, you literally just take a big step back as a lineman and grab whoever's in front of you, and they can't get it done.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
this
true.
isn't like, I can't imagine what's going to happen with these guys if they get on the outside on a screen. But there's a reason why they're, next to last place in every category.
That's true, because offensive line it affects every type of offensive play.
It's exactly why it doesn't matter who's playing running back for the Bears. It doesn't matter. You've seen what the Vikings have blocked up for Dalvin Cook tonight. He hasn't gotten anywhere either. Akeem Hicks they're showing looked like he pulled a hamstring on that play. He is out. That's really bad for the Bears defense.
Yes, Texans David Carline was the worst. There you go. That's a good one. I'm out. Mine's done. I can't drink anymore. I gotta do the spread video.
I'm going to fumble through my stuff anyways, Zap, so I'm going to join you.
Yeah.
Here's Kirk Cousins 0-9 on Monday night. Worst all time.
This is the best graphic they've ever had.
That's funny.
It's The Office. Or Office Space. Yeah.
Even I know that fat guy.
Yeah.
It's The Office.
I don't
Jeez
like
Louise.
it's The Office. I don't even like
I'm giving
The
you the
Office.
tough time so you can give me a tough
I
time
know.
later on the video.
Don't worry, I will. I'll pour it on.
I don't know where Cook got hurt, but he's
He might
in
have pulled his
pain.
groin. Or did he sack himself?
I can't tell. It looked like he kind of got sacked or like the wind knocked out of him, but whatever happened there didn't
Maybe
feel
no.
good.
Maybe the ball put his nuts in his tummy. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it looks like it. Did that ball come out?
That was a fumble.
Who picked up that ball?
He
Oh,
did.
he got it back. Jeez.
He hurt his nuts.
Yeah, he'll be back. Lions in the 90s, worst O-line.
Trying to think. The Dolphins one was pretty bad. Who got sacked a lot? I'm trying to think of a guy. Oh, some of these Seahawks ones were pretty bad.
But it made it different. Like, if you're talking about recent history, at least they had Russell Wilson. Like, Foles is
Yeah, I
not
know.
he doesn't have the athleticism to escape these plays, so it just compounds the poor offensive line play. And that's why, like, the interior pressure is even worse. Because he can't escape and make plays on the outside like some of
There's
the other
nowhere to go.
quarterbacks can. Like, they're better off doing 3-step drops and just, like, collapsing.
One of the best all-time O-line, early 2000s Ravens. What's the best one we've ever seen, Big Rye?
Well, on paper, the Browns had a pretty good one for a couple seasons, but it didn't
Yeah,
really
they didn't turn into anything.
into success.
Browns were up there. That's funny to say that. They had, you know what? That's a good point because the left tackle was Joe Thomas and the right tackle was Mitchell Schwartz. Mitchell Schwartz has quietly been the best right tackle in the league for 10 years.
The Eagles have been good. Surprisingly enough, Nick Foles led that strong offensive line to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, that's weird. God, I need it. It's just not going to happen. I lost to Dylan. This rookie's been a bumbling boob. Cowboys in the 90s, yeah.
Even the
There
Cowboys
you
a
go.
couple of years ago had an excellent line.
Cowboys in the 90s is pretty good, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it was even better then.
That was helmet on the ball. I was hoping for it.
It's a nice plus having a guy like Madison be able to come in as these teams are a little bit more tired and have him run the ball. Looks like he's only getting that one chance. He was out because Cook came out, but Cook's back in there.
Oh, and you can make Washington Redskins in the late 80s. Hogs. He had a lot of time there.
Yeah, it looked like that play was designed to go back to Cook, but Cook slipped up, so he had to get rid of that ball.
49ers had a really good O-line in around 2011. Yeah, Raiders in the 70s. Yeah, I can Art Shell. Yeah, that whole crew. That's because they had all the overlooked black players, so they were exceptional. I saw that coming. Nobody was there. Why isn't the safety crashing? I'm really disgusted with that play too. Jonathan Abram would have got a big hit at the 5 for a 5-yard gain. Jackson didn't even try and make a tackle there. Oh, come on. Well, Brett, the parlays are short for I was one away, and that happens so often. That's
if you
why
just bet them straight up, you would have been up 6 units,
which
unit
is
on
crazy.
each game.
Exactly.
It's so good.
Well, 5.5 if you count commission, but it's still awesome. Yeah, I mean, but don't forget you're picking out one play, right? You have to simulate that game as a whole. Chances are you're very rarely going to get 8 out of 8.
I don't think anyone's this year in our contest has gone perfect in a
No,
week.
they haven't.
I don't know if they've ever gone perfect in any week.
Nope. Oh my goodness. Who it 30 like well these safeties are brutal for tackling. Everyone else on the team is fantastic. Why are the corners tackling better than the safeties? Oh, it was Eddie Jackson again, man. He doesn't even want to tackle.
I told
God,
you
that's
earlier.
so annoying.
You gave me a hard time saying Eddie Jackson can't tackle. You got to see it firsthand.
Yeah, and I was
right
wrong.
there.
I don't remember it being that bad, and that was 2 in a row. There's a reason you and I like Jonathan Abram. You send that missile down the pipe. If Dalvin Cook breaks through, he's gonna get his head taken off. So that's how you do it. Yikes, man. I got a few on there, Brett. It's my play of the week. It's not looking good. I need Eddie Jackson to hustle up here. Give me a pick. This looks bad too. This defense looks tired though. It really does.
There's a lot of promise for the Bengals going forward with Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it's hard not to like them. Huge down for the Bears. Huge. It's hard to say, Wentz. There just aren't too many options. Oh my God. Who's it? Thielen versus Buster Screen. What do you think was going to happen? The Bears had this game, and it's just not looking good. I don't like their chances whatsoever. They were a minus 250 favorite. Man. Yikes. Tough.
Wentz is kind of in that same situation where Philly's,
This is interesting. We can get a cover here with a field goal, which is still on the table right now.
I don't think Wentz is done. I don't think he's made a lot of positive progression. And really outside of his really, really good season, it hasn't been strong play from Carson Wentz. The one thing I will say, though, is that the offensive line play from Philly was really, really strong in his year that he had success. And they've had to deal with a lot of injuries ever since.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. Yeah, gee, look how deflated I look. Look at Mudhole. Good job. Good job. I like it. Still a possibility, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see the Bears make an adjustment here. Like, why not sit Cordarrelle at the 15-yard line? Because if it goes over his head, it's going to be a touchback anyways.
That's lovely. That's a great idea. What? You see that catch? Wow. You know what you could do here?
That's
This
actually
would
way
actually
more
work.
dangerous to kick it that low and have him catch it.
Yeah, I didn't think you could catch it like that. All right, I got another idea here. What if we switch in Trubisky? We go 4 wide, but you keep it wide, and then Trubisky he's going to be able to get some yardage on foot.
I know Mickey mentioned
Really?
earlier that
Who's
I
the
don't think
backup
he's
then?
active.
Oh, did he have that elbow injury and he got surgery on it?
They've got Tyler Bray as well.
Oh, Tyler Bray's a same type statue. Big arm though.
I'd like to see the Bears go back to what they're doing right now, a hurry-up offense.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to think of how we could do. I don't hate Nick Foles. It's just the pressure, like Big Rye has mentioned, is tough. This guy is brutal too. This running back, I got to be honest. He's afraid of contact.
Well, especially to keep the ball in your right hand, like in your right arm as you're running to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
That's very dangerous. Third and 5 for the Bears.
No, that's not a fumble. This is really, really poor if that is. And you had it. They had a unblocked guy come at him. This has been like of the most embarrassing offensive displays we've seen in some time. Fake punt?
A hit to the head too on
Nope. I
Foles that
don't
went
even
uncalled.
see anything there. This defense is tired too, so oh, that would be the greatest story, Brett. That I don't know what the chances of that are.
It's definitely possible.
It's possible, just very low. I'll be right back.
I think Brian Flores, to me, is coach of the year. And it's hard to argue he wasn't the best coach last year as well, as far as getting the most out of his team. He's done such an excellent job. Live line is Minnesota minus 5.5 at minus 172. Over under live line is 38.5, and then Minnesota to win is minus 450. Yeah, that extra wild card spot is huge. They keep showing this replay, and I'm guessing it's to show the hit to the head, but like Chicago doesn't deserve to get bailed out with that kind of call with how they've played. Looks like the Bears were trying to pull the ball out of Cook's hands, and he managed to pick up like an extra 5 yards because of it. This Bears defense realizes they need to make a play.
Yep. Yep. They're not wrong.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook is a really good player. He's been one of the stronger players with the ball in his hands for the last 2 seasons. I wouldn't even say like he fell to the second round. Like I feel like if you're getting a running back in the second round, it should be like along the lines of a Dalvin Cook type player.
Yeah, I think you should be getting Saquon Barkley in the second round.
Giants are another excellent example of a team that has struggled at O-line, and their offense hasn't been the same because of it.
At least the Giants try and fill that position, though.
Oh, yeah, they've been proactively trying to draft guys and
free agency,
and
drafting, trades. That's a huge hold. There's no way. Urban sold that hold really nicely. Got the ref's attention. It was a hold, but like, come on.
Brent, don't call me Keith Urban. Only 4 penalties this game have been accepted. 2nd and 20.
Worried about PI there.
This is where the Bears can make a difference on defense. If I'm the Vikings, like, to me, this is a draw.
Yeah.
Or some sort of like very, very low risk screen.
And then they do it. Call him Roquan. Come on now.
There's still time and obviously timeouts in this game for them to try to run the ball. This doesn't have to be all done through the air. At least I'd like them to try to establish the run or go play action. Like they just
field
can't
goal
do
is in
these.
play.
Yeah, field goal is in play too. Especially if they pick up like a quick first down and then 3 and out from there.
Good job. God, is that the best play of the second half on offense?
For the Bears,
Yeah,
probably.
just pathetic. But I mean, that was great. Shouldn't be though. Like that should be a run of the mill.
Well, look at their second half drives. It's been 4 3 and outs with a total of
time.
3 yards gained. Single coverage up high.
It should be good. I wanted him to bust around that though.
That's still a positive play.
Yeah.
And the clock is half the battle right now. So I actually do like seeing them run the ball. That first play was nice that they got it out of his hands quick to Cordarrelle on the flat.
They got to score though. Like there's no. Oh yeah, that was that. I'll take that 2 yard. So do I. I mean, Patterson did all he could.
If that was Artavis Pierce, he would have just ran out of bounds for a 4-yard loss.
He would have.
Actually, he probably would have popped the ball in the air, and it would have been a pick six for whoever was on the
Something
Vikings.
like that. How are they so bad at running back? There's guys you can pick up off the street. Look at Josh Robinson on the Jags. They're there.
3rd and 5 for the Bears. Oh my God.
What are you guys doing? Kick the field goal. Get the team out. Are you joking? You're not getting this. Kick the field goal. Make your defense have to do it as usual. Are they serious? Oh, and they're all bunched up. There's no way they get this. Oh my God, man. Holy, I've been emotional about a game in a while. How garbage was that, man? They're ruining covers too. It's not game, but it's pretty close.
Bears still have all 3 timeouts, so they can get this ball back. The problem is that even if they manage to get this 3 and out, the Bears are going to have no timeouts left, and they're going to have to go 80 plus yards to win.
And I'm a guy who loves going for it. It's just not going to happen today. And I like how Anthony Miller is your go-to guy. What are you thinking? Nagy didn't call that. Bill Lazor did. Nagy called to go for it, so I guess that's it. Just need a forced fumble here. It's not gonna happen.
Bears are kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. I know the fat guy doesn't like that because of cover implications, but I think it was the right decision. The tough part is that the play call before on 3rd down I didn't like. Like they threw it 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage on a screen.
Well, I don't like it not because of cover. Obviously I care about that, but I mean you're not gonna get it. They have 12 yards this entire half, and if it was 4th and 4, you got a reasonable chance, right? Because you're probably not going to get there again. But I would kick the field goal. I would try to recover an onside kick, and then I would let my defense try and get 3s and out, which they should be able to do. They've been quite good. It's just that a 4th and 9 is not. It's just not going to happen. It's what are the chances of a regular 4th and 9, Big Rye? 30%?
It's low, but to be honest, it still is better than all the other stuff you named having to all happen. It's that's why I don't like if you are gonna go for it on 4th down, then why are you throwing it 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd?
Oh, I agree. If it was 4th and 4, I wouldn't be saying anything, right?
Yeah.
4th and 9 though for the Bears,
it's tough.
It's just not going to happen, right? Like, honestly, at this stage in the game, what are their chances of getting that? 8%?
No, not 8%. I'd say 25 to 30.
I'm going way. Okay, then even I'm being emotional. I meet you in the middle. It's 15. It's not 30%. No, I think that's crazy. I just saw the weirdest Harry Rosen commercial. Some like poet rapper. Like you sell clothes. I don't know what he wants.
So it's 2nd and 6 here for the Vikings. Bears still have all 3 timeouts, so even a 1st down doesn't kill this game. They still have some opportunities.
They're going to get a 1st down. They're in field goal territory almost, so. Kirk breaking his curse, so.
Well, it's still not done, but it's definitely getting closer.
It's up there. Yeah. Man, is that 39 Eddie Jackson? Did you see that? This Bears defense isn't. I'm disappointed. I have to apologize to Big Ry. I was wrong about I didn't think Eddie Jackson was that bad as Lance or that bad at tackling, but this has been some pussy shit. I got to be honest.
Yeah, Kendrick Lewis is the guy
Kendrick Lewis is
we
the
were
guy
thinking about before.
Yeah, he always had his arms out like this, and he never.
Vikings on the live line are minus 4,000. Bears are 15-1.
So somewhere in the middle, Bears are 32-1. We got 3% chance. Yeah, what does that tell you then? What are their real chance? I think their chances of making that fourth down player 12%, probably down. Very likely 96% chance they lose. 97. Well, it happens, Don. It's sports. You're going to lose some. The under is going to hit, though.
So the Bears are going to use their last time out here. If they do get the stop, depending on where the ball is, Vikings can try a field goal.
Right on, Jay. Good for you, sir. I wanted this one, though. It happens. Sports. Yeah, I thought special teams and the D played great. I completely agree. Well, you're going to hit the under. That's not a problem.
Some trash talk before this 3rd and 6 snap between Dalvin Cook and I think Danny Trevathan or Roquan Smith, one of the linebackers.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Ain't over yet, Corey. We still got a 2-3% chance. Yeah, no, you don't smell one, though. That would be nice.
Bears live line is 13-1. Cousins celebrating a little bit too early.
Yeah, I agree.
So they're just on the fringe of field goal range. Bears can't stop the clock, but I'm guessing the Vikings are going to take this down to the last second and take a timeout.
No, they might take the penalty and punt it. It's really pussy, but I don't mind it actually. In this spot, it's one of the only times I'll ever advocate for it. Because the Bears on a long field, I don't even know. It's 1% maybe. Right now, 2-3%. It doesn't mean they're frauds. They won 5 games, played good defense, played some sort of offense. The spreads were fair though. I felt there was a little bit of value on them though at 3.5. There could have been too. They could have kicked that field goal earlier.
The fat guy did call it. They take the delay a game. They're going to be punting this ball. These punts haven't been automatic for the Vikings, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm assuming
What's
that
a sellout?
the Bears are going to bring a lot of pressure. They do have someone back deep, which I think is kind of a mistake, but they probably brought someone back there in case they need to do a fair catch.
No, there's a chance that they do Michigan. It's how it works. Probability, right? Sometimes low probability comes in.
So they're only going to net 20 yards from that punt. So the Chicago Bears, they have 44 seconds to try to gain 80 yards and score this touchdown.
Yeah, so you're saying there's a chance? Absolutely.
I'd say there's no live line. I'd say it's about 8-1.
I think it's longer than that. Well, Tyler Bray is going to have to let it loose in in the words of the Rolling Stones. Low snap.
It does not look like a good injury for Nick Foles.
This might be a collarbone. He already broke that once. Or shoulder.
He definitely got slammed on his head. Oh, not quite.
Don't know. The Boston D's done, or sorry, Houston, the Minnesota D has done well tonight, but they do have that special teams gaff, which counts against you.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Michigan. I'm going to be watching the rest of this game, though, before I check anything else out.
Yeah, and then doing the video right after.
Well, if Foles is going to be on the field like this, I guess I got some time. It looks like you're going to be pulling it off, Michigan, if that's who you got. Yeah, they're at 12 points. So you're up 2 point something against Jackson.
That O-line should be ashamed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the O-line has definitely been
I'll be right back. I
bad.
gotta take a leak.
Sounds good. Yeah, Vikings defense line is without Hunter. They've done it with interior pressure. Yeah, Daniil Hunter is excellent. Daniil Hunter is really good. Somehow Nick Foles only got knocked down 5 times this game and had 1 sack, but like he got hit way more than 6 times. Yeah, Trubisky's inactive, so Tyler Bray's going to be coming in to finish this game. I think Foles is happy to not be finishing off this game, to be honest. Did they say what's going on with him? Bears got to get up to the line of scrimmage right away and clock this. I always love how it's like a huge surprise to everyone on offense where they need to go. I'm not sure, Don. I don't watch any college football. Somebody else in chat would have to let you know.
These are insane. Doesn't matter who's back there. Oh, that would have hit for Zaps.
Look at the body language of this team trying to win this game. They're lining
What
up
the
for
hell
that Hail
was
Mary.
that?
Was that fourth
CJ,
down?
have a good one, sir.
That was 4th down, wasn't it? I didn't even
Oh,
realize.
yeah. Yikes. All right, let's get to the video. I'm disgusted. I need to keep this fire.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining us. We will...
Cheers, gentlemen. See you on the Discord channel.
Yeah, we'll have the video out tomorrow morning, so definitely check it out for the Week 11 picks against the spread video. You guys have a good night.